by the barest of margin.
Oh, there we go. Well, we got there the long way, but eventually we got there.
Sorry, mate. I didn't realise you were in a rush. It's probably a netball to get through.
We've got an hour to talk.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm actually going to the Bull Sharks. They have been in exquisite form. Of course, they lost Maddie Ridley through the last game. She did a knee.
It's ACL too, wasn't
it? It was on the socials, and our thoughts go out to her. She's got a long recovery ahead of her. As Ali McLeod, the new wing defence, has pulled that one in. When I say new for this game, she has played wing defence before.
You would think, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So get to this level of netball, you've probably played a couple of positions.
Indeed. So Gaffer with it now, looks in, can't find anyone. That looked like the captain, Grant, picking off. So the big in for the Bond University Bull Sharks, replacing Maddie Ridley, Kristen Oxenford.
Oh, yeah, there's a bit of a story behind this, isn't it?
There is a story. Played 103 games for the Bull Sharks and the Jags before that. She's a Gold Coast local, has been there her entire career. And Boom Shakalugga, she was retired like many other people retired last year, and they got her back when the injury kicked in. She loves the club, loves netball, took the opportunity to come back. So Tigers with the first two. They lead by 2, 13-10 to play in the first.
So it actually seems really difficult to retire from netball, because this is the third player now that we've had while we've been commentating that you've said has been retired and come back.
Yeah, and I know a lot of the girls who have retired, and they're all getting calls.
I think you've actually got to sell your shoes once you retire, so you have no chance of getting a call up.
I think you've got to put on a mountain of weight.
Yes.
Yeah, you just got to balloon up like I have retired, you can tell. So
coaching, though. You'd be a great coach, still.
Allegedly. So the first one for the Bull Sharks is scored by Sandholt. Impressive young lady, been shooting really well this year. And it's 3-1 for the Tigers. They look sharp today, Lethal.
Yeah, absolutely. Good start. Good. Well done. Out of the blocks.
So Rosanoff with it, finds Gaffer. Gaffer looks in, and there's Abigail Latu-Miafat. You probably don't know about her, but she's a former Adelaide Thunderbird and a former Firebird.
I know that she was on the team sheet last game and then late withdrawal.
Yep.
So obviously has been struggling with the injury, as we see.
Speaking of injury, Black's hit the deck. Wing defence, she looks like she's holding that right.
It's the ankle.
Right ankle, yeah. She's lifting it awkwardly. So the 103-game veteran will get her run less than 3 minutes into retirement. She's back. So
straight on.
Oxenford's gone to wing defence. And she will give them a bit of leadership as well. Mainly a centre. Last year when we commentated, played and started most of the games at centre. So it'll be interesting to see how she goes.
Tough night to be an ankle too. In the previous game you were commentating, I think Macy Gardner, centre for Brisbane.
Went off pretty much in a similar circumstance. Went off in the first quarter but came back for the second. We hope for the same here.
Hope it's something similar there. That's just something that they can get strapped up and give a bit of support around.
So Fennell drains that one. Tiani Fennell, very impressed with her. I've loved watching her play. Runs herself into the ground literally. Yeah. So she is a real effort performer. Oh, nice play there. That is Somerville connecting with Latu-Miafat, and she scores another one. 5-2 Tigers.
It's been strong to start here, haven't they, the Tigers?
Yeah, the starts haven't been their best this season.
Yeah, exactly.
So this time, yeah, and this is a team that, like, they're in good nick. I mean, I know they lost Ridley. Oh, great work here. Oh, sensational work, but it gets thrown away, I feel. So, looked like that was Schuster. Got the intercept, but still with the, Gaffer with the ball now. Schuster, of course, plays in the other team. She played for the Tigers last year.
Did she really?
Yes.
Changed the club?
Yes, changed clubs. I won't lie, I thought she'd retired, but anyway, she's back.
Huge inclusion already, really showing her worth here.
Oh,
Latu-Miafat.
Abigail Latu-Miafat is an exceptional player. You don't make Sunsport Super Netball teams if you can't play. And she's been at 2. So, yeah.
She's been at 2.
Yeah, Adelaide and the Firebirds. So Thunderbirds and Firebirds. Clearly likes the birds. And she's a bit of an aviarist.
Yeah, right into it.
So Gaffer, it falls with her onto Rosanoff. They look down now, nothing on. Miafat, she's only played 2. This is only a second game. Had a chance to win it for him on the buzzer against the Wildcats. Missed the shot and ended up a 46 all draw. Okay. So
Somerville's got that.
She can shoot 7-2. Great start. They lead by 5 now. Oh, misread here, and that's gone to the wrong person. Schuster and Burns not connecting.
Is that called up for?
That was over a third. Incorrect centre pass, they call it. Yeah.
Right, so it has to be touched inside that third.
Has to be touched in the mid-third, and you have to be completely in, so you can't even, like, put your foot on the line, half in, half out, yeah. Nice. So, yeah. So,
Well explained, just for the novices that are out there listening.
we don't have any of them.
No. We might have some.
They're very. If you want to join us in the commentary and tell us that I was wrong on that, you can. Of course, go to the Heart Sapphire Series Facebook page.
You've been told you were wrong so many times on these games that I've been commentating.
Yeah. Anyway.
I asked you tough questions, though, to be fair.
You asked me an umpiring, well, I had no clue about.
Umpiring related.
So I took a stab and was completely wrong.
Yeah. Well, I like the fact that you backed yourself in. When you say things really confidently, generally people just assume that you know what you're talking about.
Was it fake it till you make it?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we actually talk about the game action here. That is a 7-goal advantage that the Tigers have opened up here.
They've scored 9 in the first 6. That's pretty. That's good. That's moving. So you're looking at sort of like a 20-goal scoreline. So
They've just been able to force a couple of intercepts, haven't they? Some good hands here.
I just want to point out to you, mate, the sponsors have turned up with
This
some lightly
is
sparkled
amazing.
Mount Franklin beverages.
Tell you
Fantastic.
what.
Of course, they are one of our major partners.
I've always been a big fan of that sponsor.
Mount Franklin?
Yeah.
Yeah, they go right.
Very good.
So, don't mind that Powerade. We just need a burger sponsor. We really need a burger sponsor. I'll talk to the people at NQ, see if we can get a burger sponsor.
I would.
We've got a timeout here, called by the Bull Sharks at 10-2.
Early timeout, isn't it?
10-2, they probably had to have a reset. They've lost Ava Black for the time being.
She is just getting some work over on the physio bench there by the looks of things, so potentially looking to get back into the action.
So we'll listen in and see what the coach has got to say. That's Coach Peterson.
One-dimensional, one lead, and it's being forced towards the sideline. All right, so have those kinds of feels that we talked about. Defensively, circle, we need to have that contest, or we drop into a split and we actually work that split really hard. Okay? Commit to that. At the moment, they're just pulling us one way, we're opening space for the other. Okay?
First ball's good. It's working, right? You've got some structure getting first balls. Whoever's not receiving out of you two, the other one's got to penetrate. Yeah, that opens space for Riz, okay? And it also gives our defender an option for the back ball, right? But there's no connection between you two for the second ball.
So the coaching team, they're both same message, basically. They want more of a contest. Linda was talking about defence there. She was looking for like either tight one-on-one or go to a split circle. And the assistant coach in that one was looking for, that's Beck Fullman, was looking for a possible like draw to one way, and then if one person goes out, the other one must penetrate into the circle. So pretty big words there. There's a lot of knowledge to take in there, like a lot of advice on that timeout. So it's going to be interesting to see how they respond. Yeah. They've started slowly, like 2 goals in 7 minutes is not ideal.
Something has to change for them, doesn't it? Because they've just been able to get no momentum in this first quarter to start.
So Somerville,
very quick hands in and out of the circle to get that shot on.
Yeah, and misses the shot, unfortunately, but that was a really nice play to get it into a good position. So
it's like a pinball machine at times there with that in out of the circle, just inching himself slightly closer for that shot. That's a lovely pass.
There's been some changes. It looks like Oxenford has gone straight back to the bench, and Gilbert's come on wing defence. Yeah, and Irvin still at keeper, Grant at GD, and yeah, the only change is a straight swap Gilbert for Oxenford. Okay. So, and they couldn't convert the goal. It's fallen back the way of the Tigers.
It's lovely work from Rosenoff there, I think.
Yeah.
Keep the ball in play.
She's done well. Gaffer with it, using her pace, hits the top of the circle.
She is fast, isn't it?
We talk about this a lot. There's a lot of fast ones out there. Probably the fastest is sitting on the injury bench at the moment in Ava Gardner. So,
Ava Gardner, yes.
Ava Black, sorry, not Ava Gardner.
Ava Black,
Ava Gardner was an actress.
Was she really? I wasn't familiar with her. Combination of a couple of people.
Indeed.
A couple of Heart Sapphire netballers.
Indeed. Latu Meafau shoots and misses. Gilbert picks up the crumbs, and here they go in transition. Grant, great drive. Breaks down here. Good defence by the Tigers, slowing it down this mid-third. They're going to have to go back, and Irvin gets a hand on it. Magic Irvin, as we call her.
Yes.
So she'll need to bring the magic at 10-2. Interestingly, no team has scored since we're coming out of the timeout.
No.
And there's another turnover to Monga.
I don't know if that's potentially a win for Bond University, because as you said, Tigers have had some pace on there, generating goal-scoring opportunities, although here is another one.
Your girl Somerville drained that one.
I'm telling you.
You're a big fan of Amy Somerville, aren't you?
Absolute weapon.
So 11-2, we've got 6:43 to play. It's been a low quarter so far for the Bull Sharks, but Tigers have slowed their scoring as well.
They're going to lose it here too, I think.
Sandholt can't pull that in. Loose pass. So Lynette Childs will get us Rhiannon Ree Childs will get us underway.
In the space of 2 weeks, though, they've had a few few outs, haven't they, Bond University? So just a couple of combinations that are a fairly obvious statement, but that you would expect that they're really going to get better throughout the game with some of these combinations. But obviously, need to make sure that the damage on the scoreboard is not
Lethal, you're 100% right, and Ridley is a big out for them. She is quality. She's the engine room, fast. She gets balls that you don't think anyone's going to get. She pulls up some intercepts, so she is going to be, not that I'm, saying that Ava Black can't fill the shoes or whoever, but Ridley has done a lot of great things at multiple spots for the side, so it'll test their depth to have her out. So, but mind you, Oxenford's not a bad in.
No,
so.
Ava Black can't currently fill her shoes though, because she's actually getting her shoes back on over on the physio bench there, I think, getting that ankle strapped up.
Can you see in the corner, can you? It looks like she's getting the strap. That's good news. So she could be back. They wouldn't be strapping her if she's not coming back.
Getting the strap it on.
The old strap it tape.
Yeah.
One of our fantastic official partners, along with Bondi Vite.
You'd have to think she's at least going to have a go at getting back into the action if they're worrying to strap it up.
Nice play there. That was a lovely screen set by Somerville. And Latu Meafau drove the space beautifully.
She's made a big difference already in this game.
Punched me in the face, Lethal Lee. 13-2. Did you expect this, my friend? In the first 10.
I think that's kind of what I predicted, but then also I said by the barest of margins, so I can't really claim it. No, I didn't expect this at all. Actually, is the short answer to your question. I've been a bit long-winded with some of my answers thus far, so we'll try and shorten that one. Not at all.
We get there in the end.
Yeah.
How long does your podcast go for?
Yeah, well, I mean,
a couple of hours?
It goes for about 45 minutes. We probably could cover everything in 3 minutes in the intro.
So another 10 over here. Great transition play here from the Tigers. They look in. Oh, comes off Irvin's knees. I think someone went for the old between the legs pass.
Yeah, she tried to meg it.
What's that, sorry?
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
Yeah,
Oh.
so Meg Griffin.
Terminology I don't know.
Favourite Family Guy character.
All right. Well, definitely not going to talk about that. We're a G-rated show.
Oh, right, sorry. Yeah,
so,
apologies.
And this Logie award-winning TV that we present each week. And
Usually
the backspace.
Usually we talk about 80s music. Your favourite musician.
Dude. How is Bruce? So there's been a change at GA. Fennell's gone to the bench, and that is Mackenzie Jordan missing her first shot there. She'll get the throw in here. So change is coming thick and fast. Sandholt with it now. That's probably outside her range. Passes off.
Hasn't got a great deal closer there, though. Makes no mistake.
Yeah, but Jordan's a bit more of a long shooter. So
you're happy with that then?
I am happy with that. Yeah. So it's my goal tonight not to get her first and surnames mixed up. So
what have we got? Jordan.
Mackenzie Jordan. I swap it around regularly. Her mum ran into me up at Morayfield.
Wasn't impressed.
Might have mentioned it to me, yeah. So
I'll try and keep you honest. Oh, what an intercept that is.
Latu with the left hand.
One hand pluck.
And then Irvin did the same with her right. And loose pass here. Burns with it, looks down, obstruction call. It's a bit messy at the moment, Lee.
Yeah, that's right. Just sort of breaking down for both teams at the moment. Can't get great fluid between these passes.
So, that's a step play on, says the umpire.
Yeah, I thought she got some contact as well. It had to be.
Big advantage played there. Falls to Jordan. She passes off in this time. So they've scored 2 straight here, the Bull Sharks. They're eating into this lead. It was 13-2 with 5 to go. This is a chance for 3 straight.
Yeah, as I said, probably this quarter you'd have to think it's probably beyond them to get the points for this quarter, but certainly keeping the Tigers in close proximity will be massively beneficial for the back end of the game.
So Sandholt gets the ball. She gets the contact as well and the shot. So 3 straight to the Bull Sharks. They're coming back, margin back to 8. And Tigers looking for a Mizuno momentum shift here, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. That will be what they're after.
Ooh, that was a loose pass, but Grant can't pull it in.
She had a fair crack at it too, Grant, didn't she? Just both hands to it.
She really did. So Gaffer with it on the outside. The play's definitely slowed for the Tigers a little bit, so good defensive work. Gilbert coming on has made a change. Latu Meafau steps in. Will she pass off? She does. And Somerville gets a needed goal for the Tigers. They were stuck on 13 for a while. 14-5.
Momentum shifter that you were talking about.
Was that a Mizuno one?
Yeah, it has to be.
So
Mizuno momentum shifter, I should say. It's well held too.
Burns fires a loose pass in, and Sandholt does brilliantly, rips it in. And it's
Sandholt's starting to find a groove here, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a little bit, probably not in the right position, you know. A couple of times there she was caught out of position, but she's really got back into it now.
What have we got here?
I'd say it looks like a break.
Break.
Yep. So Abigail passes back, wants it back, gets it back.
Yeah.
And now she's got the option, shoot or pass. Somerville in good spot. So
Go
when
on
you're
the
that
shoot
close,
option, though.
she shoots and scores. So Tigers hit 15. So
It was a strong first quarter from the Tigers.
indeed, just chatting to Coach Burns before, she said they just want to work on their processes. She mentioned that, they had a good training week. The processes of what they're working on. They're not actually looking at the end result. They're not looking at scores. If they get the processes, they believe it'll all take care of itself. So wise words from the coach.
Yeah, it's an interesting point you make. I've had many coaches. I think some of the best coaches are the ones who can be scientific about games rather than actually being driven massively by the emotions of just simply winning and losing.
Yeah, good point.
What do you think? You want to take that on board for your coaching?
How long we got? No, I'm a bit of an emotional coach, I won't lie. I'm very much a rah-rah coach. I get the guys ready.
Yell and scream.
No, I get the guys ready to run through a wall.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm
So
happy.
it's-
I'm more than happy with that.
Yeah, so I've had teams that probably haven't had the ability but have performed quite well because of the mindset.
You probably should just let people know when you talk about the coaching that you are doing at the moment, who actually is that?
I coach a number of teams at the moment.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Give us your resume.
Not enough paper here. So the Tigers get one. Of course, the big one I'm doing at the moment is the Open Men's Queensland team. Next weekend, State of Origin. 3 games here at Nissan Arena. We kick off at 8:30 Saturday morning. 9 o'clock Saturday morning, 8:30 Saturday night. Long ball.
That is good ball. That's a shame.
And we'll come back to that shortly. 16-7, the Tigers over the Bull Sharks. They were out of the blocks ridiculously quickly, led by as much as 13-2. Lethal Lee, what do you think of the first quarter?
Well, as you said, it was probably unexpected just to see the lead that the Tigers currently have, but they played out of their skin in that quarter for most of it, and as we spoke about, the Bull Sharks only going to get better for getting these combinations on the court. It'll be a very good couple of quarters coming up, I reckon.
So the Tigers crowd giving them a big roar there as they went to the bench. Pretty impressive.
Big crowd too. Big crowd
Yes.
in over there.
While we're talking Tigers, mate, let's talk major partners for them. Carina Lee's club, they've been with them over 10 years, so they're a big sponsor. Franklin Blinds, of course, with them. Porto, B-Star Accounting Software, MBE, Ann Street for all your printing and signage. And don't forget Game Time Physiotherapy. So they keep them all on the court. And they've got about 1 million other little sponsors called Smash FM, Mindset Flex, and I could go on and on
not
and
struggling
on.
for a sponsor.
No, they are cashed up. So,
Good.
yeah. So, what do you got there, brother?
I'm not entirely sure, I'll be honest. I feel like it'll make more sense to you. It's
It's
a lovely,
shooting stats.
very neat handwriting.
It is. We've got the Netball Queensland crew here again helping us out. So Sandholtz hit 4 from 4, Fennell 1 from 1, and Jordan 2 from 3. So they've only missed 1 shot out of 8. The problem with them is the volume. So they're 7 out of 8, which is 87.5%. The other end,
Well, we spoke heaps about Latu Mearfowl, didn't we? And
Yeah.
13 shots on goal she had.
And what she got, how many she got?
I think 11 of them, which is 85% off the top of my head. I
well
would
done,
suggest.
sir. And what about Somerville? You got her stats?
Yep, Somerville as well. She's had 6 shots, successful with 5 of them. That'll be 83%.
Mate, you are a maths genius.
Yes, I do
So-
teach maths sometimes
So 16 to
when the real maths teacher was away.
7. Of course, join us on the Facebook page if you want to have a chat, ask Lee a question, or just show your support for which club you support. 2 games earlier today, of course, QUT Netball, they took on the USC Thunder. Thunder ravaged with injury and players playing up in the Lightning side. They got done 62-43, a very impressive QUT side. Cougars 72 over Mendy Ray's 53. That
Mendy
result,
Rays actually won that first quarter.
they
so-
did. That result doesn't reflect how well Mendy Rays went, so that's an unfortunate result. Just blew out in that last quarter.
Correct.
Last time those 2 teams played, it was 72-30, so 23-goal swing for them. So that was a big change. 1 game tomorrow. Don't forget USQ Jets, who are sitting pretty in second. They're in exquisite form at the moment, and they're taking on the Wildcats. We're on air from 5 minutes to 3 p.m. And that'll be on our Facebook, YouTube, and a website.
That's
so
back here too, isn't it?
back here at Nissan. If you want tickets for that one, don't forget, you've got to get online, sapphireseries.com.au. It is a ticketed venue, COVID-safe venue, ticketed venue, no ticket, no entry. And, of course, Lee, don't forget, we're cashless here.
We are. Cashless society here.
So I saw you with your barrow full of money, and that's no good here, brother.
Yeah. It's not good for the accountant either.
Sorry.
Not a big fan of it.
Hey, looks like the ATO's here. What are they doing here? He's over here. So
I don't know if the Tigers can have any fans online here because they seem to be all here.
well, they gave him a big roar at
Bumper
quarter
over
time,
there.
didn't they?
Absolutely.
So,
and they
there's
started
some,
well here too.
They did indeed. It's their centre pass.
Out of the circle.
So, and
Good bit of defence. Irvin.
Irvin is, since she's quite tall, so she's the keeper at the moment. I'm just trying to scan for any changes. Doesn't look like there's been any changes for the Bull Sharks. And I'm pretty
Can't see
sure
any for the
Tigers are
Tigers
okay as well.
either.
Yeah, cool. So,
Loose ball here. That's a scrap, isn't it?
but Mearfowl dives on it, gets the call.
Yeah. It's tough
So-
to work out who gets it there, who had the right to it there.
Again, Somerville with the screen. How good was that? She screened it and made it very easy for Abigail there.
Yeah, well, it just turned into a really easy take for Latu Mearfowl, and she makes no mistake putting away probably her 12th goal, I reckon.
So I reckon you're right. So, and here's another turnover.
You can see, actually, Amy Somerville was so happy with that. She's gone the double fist pump as well. Straight to the crowd, obviously. Serious vibe over there.
Somerville, of course, a former Firebird and Swift, played in the Swift side that lost the 2 grand finals to the Firebirds. So we don't mention that often.
No.
So misses a shot here, and it falls away of impressive magic.
Actually, there is a change for Bond.
Tell me.
Who's playing centre?
That's Oxenford. Yes, well done. She is at centre. That's her. To me, that's her familiar spot. So,
Yeah.
and you
In
can
all
see why.
103 games.
You got me there, brother. I have no clue.
103 games is a lot of games.
I'm trying to. I used to coach at this league back in the day. Like I'm not sure. I think I might have coached in maybe her first game way back against her. Yeah. So, but anyway, the ball falls to Tigers.
That was quick movement, wasn't it, down the court? That was just 3 passes from bang straight underneath the basket.
Indeed, margin 10, 13 to play in the second quarter. Looks like both teams have settled down, coming out much faster and harder, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. That's right. It's probably higher scoring to start this quarter than the first quarter as well.
So Schuster fires it to Oxenford.
What
She
are you
couldn't
calling
take that
that?
one. Looks like it was just a drop ball by the looks of it.
Yeah.
I thought it might have been one in the back as well.
Yeah.
So,
We don't have a great vantage point, Nathan, here.
so Lynette Childs is at GD.
Actually, you've put me in front of the TV. I can barely see over it.
Are you a bit vertically challenged? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Look good on the back of a horse? Is that where we're going with that?
I've been told that a few times. But I've got a few mates who are probably listening that would agree with you.
So the 2 Child sisters are on together at the moment. That confuses me every week. I think it's Rhea at keeper and Lynette at GD. Rosanoff to the bench. So Tigers get one back there. 19 to 8 for them now.
11. What's been the biggest lead of the game here?
It was 13 to 2, so it was 11. I think
11
this
as
is the
well,
equal
yeah.
biggest lead, 13 to 2. So Oxenford just obstructed there, a little bit close. I guess when you're she wouldn't have done a preseason, so it's. I don't know how much you
Overrated, I reckon.
Pre-season?
Yeah.
Okay. She might have gone to training a couple of times so this week, and what do you reckon, had a smoke and a can of Coke, and that'll do it?
I reckon, yeah. She's had a can of black acid, bottle of Gatorade, obviously.
So, you mean Parade, don't you?
Yeah, I mean Powerade.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, I thought you did.
No, it's, yeah,
We
it's
don't,
just
we don't
probably
mention the G word on this commentary.
pronunciation. I lived in South Australia for a couple of years, so we'd say things, our P's as G's. Yeah, it's weird. But I'm back now. Thanks for getting me out of that habit. It was Powerade indeed that I was referring to.
The ball back with Latu Mearfowl. She shoots, it goes around the world. The Tigers hit 20. We haven't played 4 in the second quarter. This is a real change of form for them.
And we definitely know that that is the biggest lead of the game.
It is margin 12.
12 goals. Oh, and we see a
Another turnover
here.
here to Childs. I think that's Lynette. It is.
How do you know?
Well, today, she's not wearing a ponytail. See how she's got her hair up?
Yep.
So I can actually read the back of the shirt.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Excellent. Gotcha.
So, yeah, L Childs. See, and the other one's R Childs.
Right.
So they used to be considerate and wear different coloured shoes, but now they've gone to the same shoes.
Yeah, that's gone.
Oh, a missed shot there. Looks like Latu gets it back, and she scores.
She got 2 shots for the price of 1 there.
That's like next week. You can get 2 tickets for the price of 1. Come to the Firebirds game. Stick around for the 3rd State of Origin at 3:35 next Sunday.
That's a brilliant segue.
For the men's game.
Brilliant.
Indeed.
State of Origin, big week, State of Origin, actually.
It is. We picked that week for that very reason.
Okay,
So
that's
yeah.
smart marketing. I like
You're
what
welcome.
you've done there.
So thank you. And the ball back with triangle offense here. My favourite offense, as you know.
That is your favourite shape and form of offense. That is going to get there.
The shooters roll for Somerville, and it's all Tigers at the moment. They are just cracking along, 22 to 8.
I mean, you asked me if I was surprised. Maybe I should probably give you a return serve. Have you been surprised with what we've seen so far in this fixture?
Yes and no. Like, the Tigers have been thereabouts, and they've had this game in them. And when they got Latu Miafau in, like that's a big in for them.
They just seem so threatening in that front half, don't they?
We just saw what Pearce Proscovia did for the Mendy Rays. You know what I mean? So when you get a quality player into your side, it just gives the whole group confidence. You know what I mean? So
great bit of work, by the way. Just I'm not actually sure who it was, but the reach out, the 3 metres over the back of the court, so threw it straight back in to Oxenford, and it would get them a goal as well.
For Mackenzie Jordan got that goal.
Ah, yes.
So, and the ball is with the Tigers again, deep in their offensive end. Of course, the Tigers black and orange. They're going right to left of your left to right of your screen, and the blue and yellow of the Bull Sharks. 23-9, my friend. 14 the margin. 9:04 to play. Put your coach's hat on. What are you saying to your Bull Sharks?
Well, they've already used their timeouts, and that's usually my go-to for the momentum shifter. Mizuno momentum shifter, that is. But, jeez, you've called me out there. I'm not the greatest netball coach yet.
You will be.
Sort of work experience with you, Millsy.
Stick with me, brother.
Yeah,
come to a few sessions. Tomorrow morning, we're down the coast at 8.
I won't
see you there.
I'll be honest with you. I would not be attending. But I like the thought.
So Richards gets the turnover. The Tigers deep in attack now. It's in their circle. Loose feed there. Falls to Oxenford. Here goes Gilbert. Of course, her brother plays for the North Queensland Cowboys, my friend. Made his debut a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
So he's a big lump of a person.
Yes.
So got some muscle on top of muscle there.
Yeah, good. Very good. Genetics, actually.
Yeah, clearly sport runs in the family.
Yeah.
So
oh, no. What have we said?
They've had to go backwards, and it got picked up there by Somerville. Loose pass. So Gaffer hits the top of the circle. Somerville has a chance to finish it. No, not close enough.
Didn't want it there.
Wants it there and gets it. Oh, Irvin.
As you mentioned, she's
got some elevation and height. And
elevation. She's just happy to sort of get a hand in there and to get rid of the danger.
So, ball back with Somerville. She kicks it back, and eventually it falls the way of Latu Miafau. The name we've called a lot today.
How common are left-handed shooters, would you say, in netball? Like Latu Miafau here.
You got me. I think Tani Fennell from the coast is left-handed too, isn't she?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another one. You've got me. Bell isn't.
They're quite rare in like other sports, aren't they? Like left-foot kickers, left-handed batters.
You get a lot of cricketers are left-handed. Some of the greatest are, like Warner, for example, comes to mind. Dave Warner.
There is fewer of them, but they're always better cricketers. Distinct advantage, I reckon.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case in netball, though.
I don't think so.
I can't see how it would be.
It could be a slight disadvantage, because imagine you're a left-handed shooter, so the ball's to your left side, and that's straight in front of, if you've got a right-handed defender, and they're facing you, they'd be right on your ball line. Right, so I haven't really given it much thought, to be honest with you.
Well, that's what I'm here for, honestly, just to make you think about things that you haven't thought about before.
Next time we're on together, I'll give you my thoughts on that one.
Yeah, thank you.
And coaching philosophies, you want that as well, yeah?
Yes, that as well, thank you. Now also, Burns checked back into the game, I believe, for
Riley Burns at centre. She did. She ran on there. So Oxenford probably blowing a bit hard. If you look on the bench,
we did mention the lack of pre-season, so just trying to get some Ks in the legs.
Overrated, isn't it?
Well, I think so, but maybe she disagrees with me.
No worries, Warnie. So the ball with the Bull Sharks. They score. Margin back to 13. They're eating into it a little bit here. It was 9 at the break, 16-7. So the quarter's owned by the Tigers. So they are desperate for competition points.
Good intersect.
But Irvin says not today, and she rips that one in.
She'd actually knocked a few. We've seen her knock a few, but obviously Tigers still get the ball. But that one she plucked clean, although we're going to see...
Over a third, that one, my friend. Yeah, wasn't touched in the mid-third.
You don't see that one as much, do you?
No, not a lot. At this level, like you see a lot in juniors.
Yeah.
Like they all like a bee around a ball,
Oh, dear.
Bee around the honeypot. They chase after the ball. You see it a lot there, but not so much at this level. So...
Yeah, that'd be a little bit tougher to watch, I reckon, the under-8s and such. Need to support, though, obviously, the future stars.
Like net and netball is frustrating but cute at the same time, you know what I mean? Yeah, you see the joy on the kids' faces, and it's not something I'm good at coaching, but it's a lot of fun. So
absolutely. Latu Miafau puts another one away there.
Back to 14, my friend. 5:20 to play in this, the second quarter.
Now we've seen another substitution wing defense. That is Ava Black.
It is indeed. You've called it. Ava Black is back. Black is back.
Black is back.
So did a commentary in the first game with Hannah Davies, so I didn't know if you got a chance to hear it. Did
Yeah,
very
I did.
well.
She was excellent. Actually, it made me far more nervous for my performance tonight. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
we're all looking. Yeah, might seek that contract extension on Monday.
Yeah. I reckon if her ankle's no good, we can just get her up.
No, let's hope her ankle's good. She's
Yeah,
gotta
that's
keep playing.
true. Yeah,
She's
no,
too busy.
Keep going.
So,
Get Bond back in the game.
so Black with it, and Irvin can't chase it down. It's still with the Tigers. Latu Miafau. So
Just that couple
Gets
of
it now.
delicate
Ooh.
little rolly passes there.
it's called the Millsy Shuffle, my friend. I'll teach you about it one day.
I'm sure they're down there calling it the Millsy Shuffle.
Invented by yours truly. So
No, it wasn't. Surely not.
first senior player to take it on was Vicky Wilson after she played the Queensland men's team. True story.
Are you serious?
Deadly serious. So, and there's a shot from Latu Miafau. Sorry, that was that was Somerville.
So what do people used to do? What did players do before that?
They didn't do it, my
They
friend.
just didn't do it. Oh,
Black
that's not gonna
crashes
be-
in.
that's
That's
not
not
gonna be
good when you
great
got a
for
sore
the
leg.
ankle. Jeez, whoever that physio is,
Earning the
pay
money.
rise. Yeah.
So, but no, it just didn't happen in those days.
Just that no, so no one they didn't do the little underarm pass. Wow,
You're welcome. You're welcome.
absolute inventor.
So Bull Sharks
Took the
get
game
number.
to another level.
He really did. The Bull Sharks number 13, and they're exactly half the Tigers at 26. We've got 3:42 to play. Latu Miafau with it. She's become the ball.
Did you see that look away pass?
She's become the ball player, and
She's
not happy with that call.
No.
Grant gets it. GD takes this pass. That's unusual. Normally you'd let the keeper take that one, but you sure Black hurt her ankle because she seems to be running reasonably
Say
quickly.
the exact same thing.
That's
She
a
is
long,
moving.
long ball. Burns
She's
pulls it
moving.
in.
I mean, you don't know what she's feeling, but she's moving well.
Mackenzie Jordan inspired by that pace and shows his pace of her own. Misses the shot, but Sandholt gets it and scores.
I wouldn't mind moving like that on two good ankles, let alone one poor one.
Ava Black, lucky she's back because this could be the impetus they need to get into this lead. So don't forget the margin was 9, it's now 12. So the quarter at the moment belongs to the Tigers with 2:49 to play. But they only lead it by 2 now. So here come the Bull Sharks.
They put a couple on in a row though.
And we've got a timeout.
Yes.
Timeout Tigers. They're going to use up their timeout for the half. And probably a wise move there, Lethal.
Yeah, well, you always you see the team when a timeout's called, the team that hasn't called it, they always seem to feel like they're giving each other high fives. They're pretty happy with the fact they've forced them to call one, I think. So, good little bit of momentum going into the break there for Bond.
So it is indeed. We'll try and listen in to Supercoach Burns. Erin Burns. Here she goes. So talking offense there, Coach Erin Burns, and she was saying that quite often they're both in the pockets, like they're both on the baseline on the side, so she wants one top, one base, more like an I formation, and that gives them options because both players can go left and right, whereas with you both on the baseline, you can really only both come forward or go to the side. So, yeah, wise moves, just wants to tighten up the offense a little bit there and make the feed probably a little bit easier there, Lethal.
Yeah, it's interesting. You always feel like, I feel like when we go down to those chats, a lot of the time that they're always directed around the defensive side of the game, but quite keen to target the offensive structures there, which I found quite interesting.
So just looking at my statistician who's sitting just away from me, centre pass conversion for the Tigers is a very healthy 82%. They're 18 out of 22.
Some amazing stats there.
Oh, there's a million stats down there. And the turnover conversions, they're 12 of 17 at 71. And I'm telling you as a coach, that's not a bad number. You're happy with 60. So, well, I mean, you're happy with 100, but, you know, 60 is not a bad result. So 71, that's quite high. Tigers with it now.
That's a nice pass, that one.
To Somerville. Shoots and scores.
Oh,
Somerville.
I made this comment a few times, but Somerville has an incredibly high parabola for her shot.
Stop it.
I reckon that's my word. That's a
parabola.
word. Parabola.
Is for us non-mathematicians, is that an arc?
It's an arc.
Thank you.
That's right. Yeah. You would have seen it potentially if you played the game Angry Birds on the App Store.
I was more of a Space Invaders type guy.
Yeah, well, no, it works on that as well.
Grew up in the 80s.
Yeah, that's fine.
Angry Birds. So, and there's the ball back with the Tigers. And flushing it through. It's good defence at the moment. They're playing a bit of a...
Really held him up here.
It's a box zone at the moment by the team from the South Coast. Oh, Gaffer wants it, doesn't give it. Sorry, Latu wanted it and didn't get it from Gaffer.
Just it was good patience, though, to work through that.
Yeah, probably could have got on the pass earlier, but Somerville with it now. And, well, they get the goal, so all's well that ends well, so they say.
Can't criticise, can you?
No, you can't.
Well, I mean, you can, but
we shouldn't.
Yeah, so.
It was pretty good play.
Well, I'm certainly not going to.
Oh, Mackenzie, did she get a hand on it? No, we got a contact. I thought she got a hand on it. So it looks like it's a contact call. Ali McLeod will get us going. So looks like Tayani Fennell's gone to wing attack. So that's a change for them.
I didn't notice that one.
Oxenford's still on the bench. Gilbert's on the bench, and Schuster's on the bench for the...
and Somerville's just drained another one.
Bull Sharks.
Looking at that. Yeah.
Somerville, they're ticking close to 30 for a half. That's good scoring rate.
I'd be interested to get these stats at halftime too.
We will get them.
Interesting reading.
My crew from the NQ, they do the stats for all the coaches. They're good enough to pass it on to us.
They've also got red frogs down there, which is a massive thing.
Better than your measly old chicken that you've been eating.
That's going to give me salmonella.
Is that actually chicken? I'm not sure.
No, I feel actually a bit queasy.
The food is usually really, really good, but that's, yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
Nah, I must have cooked that myself. I wouldn't have been from here.
Brought it from home?
Yeah.
So the Tigers with it now through Somerville.
She's
right on the transfer.
Tight with my money.
Oh, no.
Oh, jeez.
Irvin Magic hits the ground.
Awkward fall, didn't it?
Yeah. So Somerville shoots, scores. That's number 30. They're going 2-1 at the moment, 30-15. They'll win the quarter, and they're definitely winning the half.
Could have another shot here.
A long ball.
Came up short.
Unfortunately. There was a long pass. I think it was from the wing attack. Gaffer got it in.
Correct.
Abigail Latu Meafal can't score.
It's just a little bit of a limp for Ava Black as well that we've seen there. So obviously wrestling with that injury slightly.
Indeed. So 30-15 is the halftime score. Bull Sharks with it all to do in the second quarter, in the second half. We'll see if they can when we come back from these very, very brief messages from our sponsors.
Did you know that majority of netballers aren't wearing the appropriate shoes on court? Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in a game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno. Welcome back to Super Saturday in the Heart Sapphire Series for 2021. Bond University Bull Sharks taking on Carina Leeds Club Tigers. It's 5th versus 7th. The Bull Sharks trying to squeeze back into the 4. We're coming to you live from Nissan Arena. My name's Dave Mills, joined in commentary by none other than, what do we call you, internet superstar. It's Lee Drennan. Lee, pretty good match so far for the Tigers, yeah?
Oh, very impressive for the Tigers, which is slightly surprising, I guess, coming into this game. You would think pretty evenly matched teams, and still could obviously be that way if Bond University can get their mojo going for the second half, but they've been clinical, the Tigers.
Yeah, they've won 3 out of the last 4, the Bull Sharks. Last time these two met was back in round 6, just on May 22nd, and the Bull Sharks 42 took care of the Tigers 37 head-to-head, they've played 5 times. It's 2-2-1. So, yeah, it's pretty even. These two clubs are very, very close to each other. 2 wins each and a draw for the 5 times. Last week, Bull Sharks lost to Cougars 76-42. Tigers lost to Jets 67-42. So they both scored 42 last week, and the opposition scored plenty. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank all our sponsors, because without them we wouldn't be here. Of course, our principal sponsor is Hart Sports. Our major partners, Legassic Jewelers. You planning on getting engaged soon, my friend?
Well, I'd probably need a girlfriend first, I would presume.
Okay,
That's
right.
usually how it works, but
Well,
happy to check them out.
Legassic, yeah, excellent.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mizuno, the best footwear in town. Mount Franklin, we're drinking their product right now. Powerade Sports Drink. Bondi, they're the major partners. And our official partners are Bondi Vite and Strap It. Gina and the team, Caitlin and the team, they're all here today.
Yeah, all
from
over it.
broadcaster Double Take Sports, and Zoe, of course, is running around with the little camera on the ground.
Shenanigans going on out at the court at the moment, actually.
It's a shootout.
It's a shootout.
Joel was a bit of an unfair match here. One of the Queensland's best male shooters.
He's found some groove.
He's just hit 6 straight. So I don't think he realises he's supposed to lose and the kiddies are supposed to win.
The poor old kids were going to win a car if they won, and he's just hit 19 in a row to make sure that he's beat them by 15 shots. So the poor old kids walk home empty-handed.
Oh, they're going to give him a ball.
Oh,
the token ball.
Great news.
They should probably sign that. Anyway, we got some shooting stats from the second quarter.
Not from that half-time competition, I should clarify.
Oh, Joel high-fiving everyone. Yeah, that's embarrassing. So, let's go with the... we'll start with the Bull Sharks. Like, Sandholtz, 2 quarters, she's 10 from 10. Fennell 1 from 1, and Jordan 4 from 8. So they're getting, like, they've scored 15 goals from only 19 shots. Just not enough volume there. But look at that, my friend. How's your maths? 18 out of 23 for Lato Mearfowl.
78%.
Well done, sir.
At.
And what about Somerville? 12 from 14. What do you got there?
That'll be 86%.
86.
And they're the only 2 that we need to reference.
You're very good on the so far. You're very good on the percentages. That is awesome. So
I've got a couple of cheat codes for working out percentages really quickly, actually. I probably won't talk the viewers through it at the moment. It's probably not the right place, but happy to show you later on, Milton.
Can't wait for that. So don't forget, we've got a game tomorrow. There's another game in round 8. That is tomorrow from 3 o'clock.
I said that I wasn't sure if there would be any Tigers fans available to be watching it on the live stream because they're all here and supporting, but there's definitely some Tigers fans.
So how are they communicating with you, my friend?
Just on Facebook here, in fact, on the live stream. They're obviously going live out to Facebook, and in the comments section we have Let's Go Tigers, and keep going Tigers.
So plenty of Tigers fans. We're the Bull Shark fans. They're probably sitting on the beach.
Let's Go Sharkies is there as well.
Oh, that's good news.
Is it not as well represented yet, but I reckon that if they start getting a roll on, that the comments will come in thick and fast.
I was wondering if he'd be there, and there he is, Jamie O'Connor. He's a big Tiger supporter. He watches all the games. And there's Joel coming up looking very proud of himself. He hit 23 in a row there or something. So I warned him. I said he can shoot. I think they didn't think I was being serious.
Can we get one of these shooting stats done up for Joel's halftime performance?
He took on some little kids and just kicked their butt. So, yeah. So the first one belongs to the Bull Sharks, 30-16, 13-15 at quarter time. Tigers, probably their best half of netball so far this season, my friend.
I would suggest so. And now, really, they need to actually take a leaf out of Joel's book there from that halftime competition and just to take no prisoners approach. This doesn't matter who you're playing against, just ram home the advantage.
Tigers answer with the first of their own. We've played inside a minute, 1-1 this quarter, but still a margin of 15 to the Tigers. Schuster's come back at a wing attack for the Bull Sharks. Yeah. Gilbert's gone to goal defence.
Ava Black at wing defence.
That's correct. Doesn't seem to be showing any signs of that dodge. Oh, yeah, actually she is, now that I mention it. Yeah. Looks like the right ankle has got the strap-it tape on it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Could be an optical illusion. Maybe she always runs like that. I don't think so.
You're not going to tell me that's a tan line.
I definitely saw her getting strapped up, so no, it's not.
It's an awkward tan line if it is. So the ball back with the Tigers. Latu Mearfowl has it. Has to kick it out. Let's get it back. Morga at the goal attack, and Mearfowl's limping now. Boy, some clash of bodies. Green in behind her.
Has to stand aside, I think.
Gilbert out of play. And Somerville gets the goal. So margin still at 15, 32-17. And long ball here. Oh, contact or offside, one of the two. Our umpires today, Claire Johnson, Di Fawcett, of course.
Ava Black gets us back underway. Nice pass there to Burns, centre.
You like saying Black is back, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Yeah.
Bit of alliteration. So
Black is back underway, yeah. That's good. Yeah, it just works in so many facets.
So Tigers with it through their centre pass. Gaffer with it now, looks in, doesn't, has to go back. McLeod, the move to McLeod to WD has certainly added something to the Tigers
What
today.
about that 180 pirouette spin there on the way in from
That was from Latu
Latu
Miafau.
Miafau.
And indeed, and there's the shot to Summerall, a little bit of a low five between them. It's just keep on keeping going on for the Tigers at the moment.
What's your expression that you use when someone's on fire with their shooting? Shooting the lights out. Have I made that up, or do you say that?
What's that?
I say, okay, obviously I made it up.
What's your expression?
No, you say it.
What do I say?
She's shooting the lights out or something.
Shooting the
like
lights
that.
out. Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's a fairly common expression.
No, but not something you made up.
Oh, I think it was
Not like that past there.
about the 1800s, maybe. Isn't it? No, I'm serious. I think it's
They
a.
even have lights in the 1800s.
It's an expression of from the. No, actually, I'll give you the history. From the West, when the gunmen used to go in and shoot the lights out, you know, as in,
Ah.
you know, like, yeah, so they go into the
Right.
saloon and shoot the lights out, and then they'd have the, you know, yeah. True
Whoever
story.
said this couldn't be an educational program?
G-rated.
That's right.
Logie award-winning TV, peoples. 26,000 views the other day for one of our games, which was fantastic. We thank
Good
you for your
game.
support.
Very good game.
So it was, and we really appreciate the numbers. And the more you keep watching, the more sponsors we'll get. And netball is the winner, literally, because we keep growing.
Somerville's working hard to get in tighter into the basket here as well. She's getting very active in the circle.
So I'm just going to, looking over the shoulder of the stats person again, centre pass conversions, 59% for the Bull Sharks. That's a little bit down, 16 out of 27. That is not good. But their entries into the circle entries, 19 from 19. So that means once they get it into the circle, they're scoring off it every time, which sort of supports our statistics because the Sandholt was 10 out of 10 at half time. So, yeah, it's they just can't get it. And the turnover conversion rate's a bit down at 45%. So
This could be a really dumb question.
Yeah.
But centre pass conversion, when you talk about that.
So that's when you get your own centre pass
Yep.
and you score your goal on it.
Ah, I see what you're
So
saying.
one of the most common things you'll hear players say is our centre, our centre, our goal. You know what I mean? That's what
Yep.
they mean. So when it's our centre, we score. Because netball being a unique sport in that you guaranteed 50% possession.
That's right.
Every
Exactly.
second pass, they give it to you.
Does
So
it?
here you
Yeah.
go. You can have that. And so as a result, you know, there's a lot of thinking that if you can just score your centre passes and get one turnover, you'll win the game. It's a very simplistic view, but it's true. So
No, it makes sense, absolutely. Well
Yeah.
broken down too, thank you for that.
that's all right, brother. So you can teach me how to bowl leg spin or something. So, you're a cricket coach, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Whatever you like, mate. I'll teach you anything.
so good. So Fennell steps in, probably not the wisest move. A bit of confusion in the circle at the moment.
I think they've lost it here too, haven't they?
Mackenzie Jordan ends up hugging the heart sign on the goalpost pad.
In the previous game,
Yep.
I saw Peace. She threw the ball
Muscovia,
into
yeah.
the post, yeah, just for herself.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, because if the post is considered a player, so it's not replay. Like if you threw it into a person and picked it up, that's okay, it's play on. So the post is the same. So if you throw it into the post and you pick it up, it's play on. Otherwise, every time you got a rebound would be a replay. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's why they do it. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, that was quite good. She was outside the circle, took a massive leap in, cracked it off the post, ended up under the ring, took the shot and scored.
It's an amazing piece of footage. I wouldn't recommend watching it right now. Stick with us for this game. Obviously, this is
Yeah,
live
watch
and
it
more
back.
important,
You
but
can-
watch it back later
On
on.
the YouTube channel.
That's
and
what I'll
of
be
course,
doing.
You can hear myself and Hannah commentated that one. Hannah went nuts when that one went in.
Yeah, so did
So-
I, actually. I was MCing and the mic was still on too, so it was quite awkward.
Oh, good. So the Tigers just doing what they're doing at the moment, and they score another one. That gets a lead out to 17. It's 36-19. We've got 9-12 to play in the championship quarter. Ava Black's got them a little bit going, like using a pace, but it just hasn't. I don't know, they seem a bit flat to those Bull Sharks.
Yeah, and also the Tigers have been incredibly good. I don't think we take too much away from that. They're, as you've spoken about many times, Latu Miafau, as an inclusion, has made them a force to be reckoned with every time they've got in
Indeed.
some attacking position.
So Schuster is at wing attack. Not like
That's a great shot.
it
That
was
deep.
there by, who is it? Mackenzie Jordan.
Mackenzie
I got it
Jordan.
right. I'm
That's
getting
good,
it right,
mate,
so I
yeah.
haven't
Just keep
stuffed up
slowing
today.
it down.
That's what I've had to do. So you understand sport and psychology of sport.
Yep.
When a player, one of your teammates does a knee, like does that have a negative, like is it a deflating impact on the side, do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, plus
So
the fact that
would it
she's-
affect performance on court?
I think so, definitely. I mean, I actually had the same injury, and I would imagine that all of my teammates would have felt that way, heartbroken, didn't get to play with me for ages and stuff. So, I'm pretty sure it was many years ago, but I'm pretty sure it would have definitely just really killed the vibe that we had going that season, no doubt. But I honestly, be genuine, I think so. It's not only the fact that it's taken, obviously, off-court a player who's a very significant part of their success anyway. But it does definitely, someone that can be a bit of a talisman in your side.
So we're halfway through the season. Will it take them a week or two to bounce back? Will it? You know, what are you thinking?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got probably a half here, or just under a half, to try and get some momentum going. And we're just, as you said, we're over halfway in the season, so it's kind of the time you want to be building form rather than
absolutely. You want to be running into the finals now.
That's right.
Rosanoff just picked that one off for the Tigers, and it's going to keep them at just building this lead. It was 15 at the half. It's now 17. So they're just chipping away here, the Tigers. Bull Sharks are throwing pretty much everything they've got at them.
Yeah.
But the lead still keeps growing.
Perhaps that is the case for the Tigers, though, because we probably watched them a couple of times earlier in the season where they probably weren't as impressive as they have been tonight, and maybe they're building and
absolutely. But
getting the timing
coming from a long way
there.
back, like it's going to be hard for them. They're in 7th place. Coming in this round, they're on 29 points. And 4th was USC Thunder, and they were on 70.
Yeah.
So they'll pick up a few points for this one. At the moment, if they get all 18, they'll go to
they pretty much need to be
47.
perfect from this point on, really.
Yeah, they could afford maybe one more loss, but maybe 2. So Summerall gets another goal. They've gone to 19. There's been a change for them at wing attack. Lily Gray's now on at wing attack for the Tigers. And, some bad passing at the moment coming from they're trying to force the ball. They're playing catch-up netball.
Yeah.
And when you play catch-up netball, it can go a bit pear-shaped like that.
Well, that's the danger, isn't it, that when you get yourself behind on a score, no matter what the sport, really, you can go sort of chasing goals, I guess.
So Summerall drops it. Thought she might have replayed it, not called by the umpire.
I'm always interested by that one.
It's about control and stuff like that, and it's a tough call. I've seen replays that you go, that's an obvious one, and they haven't been called, and there's minor ones. So it's really umpire discretion, and good on them. Good luck to them.
That's right.
I wouldn't want to be doing it.
They have broken this lead out to 20 as well, with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. So
they're 2-1. They've been 2-1 most of the game, haven't they? They've been scoring 2 goals to every one of the Bull Sharks.
That's right. You mentioned the change at wing attack, didn't you, for the Tigers?
Yeah, Lily Gray's in there now. Mauga's gone to centre, and Rosanoff at GD. She's come back on as well, and
Mauga potentially the fittest player in the competition. Massive call. They're all pretty fit.
Who's that, Mauga?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not bad. Of course, she's in the 19 squad. That team will be announced very soon. I believe they know, but it's all secret. Netball Queensland's going to make a big announcement for it, so the kids...
Well, all the players know.
I think the coaching staff knows. There's been it's been like a column, but there's that many leaks.
Sworn to secrecy.
Yeah, so I've had a couple of players tell me.
You have to sign a contract or anything, not to do any media commitments. Or
no, it's not that. It's just they like to do a big announcement. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a great chance for the kids to get some real recognition. Look, Tash Robinson's come on and just got her first shot.
There we go. There's first shot. She didn't muck around, getting on the scoreboard there.
Yeah, she played a bit last year for the Sapphire side and was very impressive most of the time that she came on. So I'm surprised she hasn't played more, but she's got a chance today.
She's also got the most impressive shoes on that I've seen.
The Mizuno pink ones?
Mizuno pink ones.
So
great shoes, great footwear.
So looks like Rechild's got that one. She did, and the Tigers continuing this 2-1 score, 42-21 at the moment. Robinson fires across. That's Somerville. So Abigail Alatu Miafau to the bench. She's got the towel on. Will she be back?
Somerville very good at sort of shaping like she's going to shoot and then actually turning that into a pass without any real key change to her shooting action.
Yeah, you nailed it right there. I was going to say her technique is identical, and then just that last-minute flick. So, you're right. You haven't got a clue what she's going to do.
Nah, still almost the equivalent of bowling like a slow ball in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, like so, just a slight of hand and makes the ball go, in your case, a lot slower. You know,
real art of deception.
Yeah.
That's right. So Oxenford not missing a beat.
Yeah, she's played 3 different spots today, WD, centre and wing attack. They did a big thing for her late last season when she played her 100th game for the team before this was known as the Jags, so a combination of Jags and Bull Sharks, but it's from the same region.
She just had an absolute spill there to a Steven Spielberg, and she just got up laughing, which was great to see, not taking herself too seriously.
Yeah, she's we had her in the Combox last year, which was good, so very chatty. So there's the ball back through the Tigers. Rosanoff gets it, looks down. Oh, great little flick on. Stop it.
That is cool.
So that was very cool.
It's like an overhead, just
a little tap on the cloud.
Yeah.
So that's how you know you're going fairly well when you're starting to play like the Lakers.
playing some razzle-dazzle there.
Actually, brother, did you see the Lakers been eliminated in the first round of the playoffs?
I did most certainly see that. There was a couple of LeBron James sort of memes out there that I was getting eyes upon.
Might have had a cry myself. So.
Are you a Lakers man?
Been a Lakers man since Irvin Magic Johnson days, so that's hence the term.
Been a Lakers man since the shooting the lights out saying was invented in 1776.
My captain James Cook was
Before Thomas Edison even invented the light bulb.
So Billy the Kid must have invented it. So the ball back with Oxenford, we digress.
We do.
So,
not for the first time this game.
We're just going to check the comments, make sure I'm not getting sledged.
Oh, that could be a replay ball.
Go Di Fawcett. We've actually looks like we've got an umpire fan.
Oh, good.
Clive Fawcett. I'm going to go on a limb here and say that might be. We're going to call it husband, maybe. I don't know for sure, but yeah.
Oh, it's a fair guess.
So, well, glad he's watching him. You know, hope we're getting his wife in shot a fair bit.
Absolutely.
So,
Somerville's got herself into shooting range here.
So just get a little scrappy at the moment. We're late in the third quarter. It's margin of 23. So 30-15 half-time, margin 15. So this one definitely belongs to the Tigers. So they're on track for 6 competition points.
They've taken the first 2 quarters, haven't they?
They have indeed. The first one by 9.
Oh, and there it's wonderfully kept in there too.
And Tiana Fennell gets that one. So Tash Robinson, we don't see her a lot out there, but she's got speed to burn as well.
She's been impressive since she's come on though. She's made a difference.
Shoots and scores.
It's a lovely time to come on too, isn't it, when you sort of get to play with a little bit of freedom. And
you're 100% correct. How's your maths, mate? So
yeah, ready.
Tigers have scored 308 coming into this game. You divide that by 7. So
I've got to do 308 divided by 7 in my head.
That's 20. Yeah, come on, you can do that. It's about 33 a game.
Yep.
So
sounds right.
And they've scored 46 in this one. And the Bond University Bull Sharks, they give up about 35 a game, and they've let in 46. So big change there.
It's huge. Impressive performance.
Gilbert pulls that one in beautifully and gets the call as well. Yeah. So Grant gets it going again. There's Black. On to Schuster. Fennell looks down.
And what a pluck from McLeod.
McLeod has been super impressive today. Doesn't usually have a bad game, I must admit.
No, we sing her praises most of the time, don't we?
Yeah, I'm a big McLeod fan. Didn't get a lot of court time at Cougars last year in the premiership side because she was behind some incredibly classy players.
Yeah, it's been a good change.
Yeah, so smart move for her to move clubs. So Grant will get us going again. Yeah. We're inside the last 20 seconds. It's 46-23. Oxenford knows the situation. Finds Fettle to Schuster. Will look in. There's Sandholt. She pulls it in through traffic. And she gets the 24th for the Bull Sharks. And that'll probably be all for the quarter. I'm sure Morga will just stay in there. She does.
That was very smart by Morga. The ball was pinned back to her so that she could restart and get it going quickly. Happy to just let it go through.
Indeed, indeed. And that quarter wraps us up. 46-24, 22 the margin. Lee, Tigers with it, Bull Sharks with it all to do in the last quarter.
Yeah, well, you often see in many of these fixtures that we've commentated together, it's been ebbed and flowed, hasn't it? And sort of seen big runs.
Yep, there has indeed. And we'll see if there's another big run when we come back from these very brief messages from our sponsors.
It's a real local operation here at Franklin. That's why we've been around so long. A lot of our staff have been here for 20, 25 years. We make so many things ourselves so we can really look after you in price. Steve makes awnings, Ray makes roller blinds, Lockie makes security screens, Nick measures and quotes. Is that everything? And Kevin makes tea. Frankly, only Franklin will do.
Welcome back. There's a couple of Tigers on screen. There's a couple of happy Tigers there, my friend.
Very.
We're back. Game 3 today. We're coming to you live from Nissan Arena. It's Carina Leagues Club Tigers taking on the Bond University Bull Sharks. It's 7th versus 5th, but you wouldn't know it. Tigers 46, Bull Sharks 24. What have we been seeing, Lee Drennan?
Well, what we've been seeing is an absolute clinical display from the Carina Leagues Club Tigers. Let's be honest, they have been very impressive. A couple of shooting stats that we should mention, because we have done that.
How's your match this quarter? Gone all right?
Yeah, do you want me to do it?
Spit them out, my friend.
Well,
it's combined, isn't it?
You've been taking Bond University, but I'm happy to do that. So Sandholt shooting at 100%, 14 from 14. That was an easy one to work out. Fennell 3 from 3, also 100%. Jordan 8 from 12. She's shooting at 67%.
So they've missed 4 shots for the
game. 4
game.
shots only, that's right.
But they've only had 29 shots. That's the trouble. The volume is not quite there. What about the Tigers? How are they looking?
Correct. Well, they've been impressive. We've got Latu Meafau with 24 from 31, so that's 77% that she's shooting at. Amy Somerville is at 19 from 23, 83%. And Robinson, who came into the game in that quarter, 4 from 4. She's also shooting at 100% there.
Join us on the Facebook like Kobe Howard has. He's a fan of Ali McLeod. He says, go Ali McLeod.
Yeah,
the WD for Tigers is very impressive.
Kobe.
We all are. I'm really happy for Erin Burns. Like, this is the game that she has been craving her team to have. She works very hard on the process. She's a process-driven coach. And she is very, very happy with the result at the moment.
Here's a question I've got for you, Mills.
Hit me.
As a coach and an angry coach.
Emotional.
I'm told. Emotional, sorry.
Angry, who told you that?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you said it.
Go on.
Okay, as an emotional coach, what are you saying if you... Now, we always hear about, the team that's obviously behind by 20 points, 20 goals, sorry, should I say. But what about if you're the team that's up? What are you looking for in your team out of the last quarter if you find yourself in this position?
Okay, well, look, when you're in this position, the thing you don't want to do, if I was the coach of the Tigers, I would have preferred to lose the third quarter by a bit and then come and win the last quarter, because it's about momentum. How you finish this game is how you probably start next week.
Right. You're not saying they should lose the third quarter?
No, I'm not saying they're losing the quarter, but, I mean, Tash Robinson did this brilliantly. That ball was going out for all money. That nearly hit the Firebird side.
A reverse C shape there.
She does well, and we'll just talk about the changes quickly. Looks like Abigail Latu Meafau's gone to GA, Somerville to the bench. Robinson has stayed at GA. Lily Gray at wing attack.
I think Rosenoff's off. She's on the bench as well.
Yeah, and we've got the two Child sisters are in the circle. Ree, I think, is keeper, and Lynette at GD. So thankfully they wore different hair today. That helps me out no end.
Massively.
So
Latu Meafau's just put another one away there.
She has indeed. So 48 to, it was 46 to 24 at the break.
Oh, there is McLeod. Sold candy first with that little, what do we call them? Not dummies in netball, what are they called? Fakes.
Fakes, yeah.
Exactly.
Balking,
get
faking.
dummy off the ground though.
So,
if I work hard at it for the next 8 weeks.
And the Rosenoff family are on. They're cheering for Shelley. So all those Tiger fans, they've obviously picked up the phone and they're listening and watching. So
well, Shelley's actually got a whiteboard on her lap over there. She's doing a coaching session. So.
She is indeed.
I'm not sure what she's up to.
Telling the coach how to play it.
She's trying to put herself back on.
So the Tigers have scored 3 straight to none at this quarter, this last quarter. Only 24. They're averaging 8 at the moment, the Bull Sharks. That's way below their season's average.
Robinson, that was a great run. She threw the pass, peeled off. Unfortunately, misses the shot.
Gilbert with a huge rebound. Oxenford at wing attack now, trying to get this front end going. It's been a bit patchy today. Oh, chased down by Childs. No, it wasn't. Sorry, the centre in Monga. Childs was there, as was McLeod, and the ball falls away of the Tigers. That is brilliant play by them. They are hungry for the win, my friend.
They are, absolutely. Oh, and there's that use of the post again.
So
what do you call that?
It's very scrappy at the moment. We probably just need a settler. Yeah. So Ava Black fires it to Gilbert on the fly.
Real pace behind that.
There was. A bit of an angry pass, I think, that one.
Yeah, absolutely. It was Oxenford. Oh.
That's the experience of Oxenford. You would have fought for all money it was going to go to Fennell at the front.
I want to talk about that because she's actually done there the underhand, like Millsy pass that we've been talking about, a little roll along, faked with that.
Millsy shuffle.
And then, Millsy shuffle, sorry, apologies. And then actually lobbed it over the top to, as you said, the back goal shooter.
It was a smart play by Oxenford, and you can't coach experience either. So
the game moves quickly though. I was still talking about that, and now we're all the way down the other end, and they've got the ball back here as well.
It's back to the Bull Sharks, 49-25, margin 24, and Gilbert with it now.
Can't spend too much time analysing one play, can you? It's all happening.
Yeah, it's a very fast game. That's why we love it. Speaking of fast play, next Saturday, my friend, start of the Origin Series, Queensland Suns taking on New South Wales Waratahs. They're coming to our house.
They're New South Wales Waratahs, are they?
That's what we call them.
You call them, or they call themselves?
We call them that. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
What did they call themselves?
Just New South Wales. They're too good for a
okay.
nickname. Yeah.
Oh.
We don't like them, so they don't like us. It's good.
That's what State of Origin's all about, though, after all.
It'll be netball at its finest. It will be an absolute cracker. We're peaking for national titles in just under 30 days.
I
So
think I'm coming for that, aren't I?
national titles.
No.
That's in
just the
Adelaide.
State of Origin.
State of Origin. Where hopefully you'll have you there calling the game from the side, and that will be a crackerjack. 3 games. First game 9 o'clock Saturday morning, 8:30 Saturday night, and the big one straight after the Firebirds on Sunday,
Yeah, that's
3:35.
exciting. Talk that one up. That's quite exciting.
We want to put some bums on seats. Get your backside courtside for that one. Tigers score again. They've hit 50, raise the bats.
Yes, a little half century.
So they're going all right here, the Tigers tonight. They lead it by double the score of the Bull Sharks. They've been consistent with that, haven't they? 2-1 throughout the whole match almost.
But that's what I was sort of trying to make that point. We had to wrap up 3/4 time, and it gets you quite quickly. So you meant to say something really quickly, but I haven't quite nailed that yet. But I was trying to sort of make the point that in
Use your
most
words.
other games we've seen, there's always like ebbs and flows, and when teams will get on rolls. But consistently, the Tigers, as you said, that's been the ratio in all 3 quarters thus far.
Yeah, from a coaching perspective, this is consistent netball.
Yeah.
Like it's been the full, what have we played? 49 minutes thus far, and it is 50 minutes thus far, and it's been consistently, good play. So,
Just on the way from Hobart. Did you say that already?
no, I did not. That's Debbie Rosenoff, one of the Rosenoff family, down, well, Tassie Tigers. Of course she'd love the Tigers, wouldn't she?
Oh, makes
So-
sense, yeah. That's right.
And she's watching the Tigers all the way from Hobart, which is awesome. We are global, so some of my friends in England watch.
Just another Ask Millsy segment here.
Hit me.
Tasmanian Tigers extinct or Devils?
Tigers.
Yeah, Tigers. Okay.
Devils they should be extinct. They're a fierce little animal. So, yeah, I know all the Greenhills will ring up now. I apologise. I don't believe in killing animals.
Dear me.
But I'm not a vegan though.
That's
I'll
bad news.
put that. I do like a good beef burger. I won't lie. But,
They're just giving people more details than they really need to know.
well, I just thought if I say about the greenies will be on to me.
Well, yeah, but now the vegans will also be on there.
So, moving on, and the ball back with the Tigers.
Oh, no.
Turnover time here. Fennell's all over that. And Oxenford sets. Oh, goes to the post.
There it was again, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a sort of standard play.
It's like a trademark.
Fakes low and goes high.
PTY, LTD.
So 51-27, margin 24. And it was 22 at the 3/4 time break. So the Tigers win that. They get 18 competition points. And that'll get them up the ladder.
Yeah,
That'll take them above the Wildcats with a game to play. They play tomorrow. They're taking on the Jets. So 18 competition points will take them to 47. Not that far away from the Bond University Bull Sharks in 54. So competition hotting up there, Lethal.
Absolutely. This will be the type of sort of confidence-producing performance that you sort of need, as you've spoken about. They'd love to take the points for this last quarter too, wouldn't they?
They would indeed. Fennell scores another one. It's 51-28.
What is the score for the last quarter? Yeah, where can we see that?
Well, you just do it in your head, my
Work
friend.
it out.
It is
Maths, yeah.
5-4 in favour of the Tigers at the moment.
Okay.
So
And Rosenoff is going to check back into the game.
that'll keep the fans in Tassie happy.
Who's she taking the place of the...
One of the Childs sisters, I'd say. It looks like it is Elle Childs. Lynette Childs has gone to the bench.
And Amy Somerville is also getting back up. So she could be looking to get back on as well.
Yeah, looks like Abigail Latu Mia fell to the bench. Somerville comes on, a bit of a pat on the arms there. Well, job well done.
Rosenoff just earned the
On
ball
cue,
back
got the
for
ball back.
Tigers.
There
Yeah.
she is again. So,
Obviously knows people are watching her.
indeed. So,
Robinson, good little split step there.
Tash Robinson gets the ball and scores. So,
She almost caught that whilst doing the splits, so she could get that foot up off the ground and have a shot from closer in.
looks like there's a change for the Bull Sharks at shooter.
Who we got?
It's Mackenzie Jordan gone to GS. Sandholt, I think she's still shooting 100%. She's gone to the bench. Just not the volume of shots for her today.
Yeah.
3/4 time she was 14 from 14.
Kenzie Jordan gets one there.
So Jordan adds to her tally. Bull Sharks fighting hard. They get it back to 23. And if they can get a couple more, they could win the quarter and get something out of this game. So hoping to win this and climb above the Thunder into fourth, because the Thunder, of course, played the QUT side today. And QUT took care of them 62-43.
There's something going on with that whiteboard down there. It's been held up now at us. I can't see. It says us and them, and it's got numbers on it.
I'd say it's this quarter-by-quarter time score, and they're just making sure that the team is aware that they're winning or losing the quarter, because there is, like we say every week, there's 2 competition points for every quarter you win.
Yeah, so it says, yeah, I think it does have the score on it.
You're welcome.
Us 5, them 6, I reckon it says.
Well, they got that right because it's 6-all. It should be 6-all this quarter.
Okay.
And there's Rosanoff keeping the fans at home happy. Debbie, Ellen, I think there's another one too.
And they're in here, Somerville.
Somerville converts.
No mistake, makes it 7-6 in this last quarter.
53-30. And a ball going with the Tigers at the moment.
How do you like Gaffer in at centre? Since she's gone to that position.
And let me just check. Yes, she has.
She played a bit of that before, though. It seems like
I'm going to go with yes.
Pretty integral that you can actually obviously go between centre and sort of wing attack, wing defence, those type of positions.
Yeah, the team that probably does it the best with the interchanges, particularly when they had Ridley, was the Bull Sharks. They were very easily, like Burns and Black and Gilbert and Ridley herself. They were swapping around quite a lot in that mid-third.
Remember they did that in the last game with commentator.
Yeah, and it keeps everyone fresh. Like, I'm not a fan of the rolling sub because it takes out the sort of fatigue element of the game.
Yeah.
Most of the sports in this day and age are trying to add fatigue to try and so. You take away the incredible ability of the athlete, just sort of be a bit of a leveler. But netball's gone the other way with the rolling sub, and it works for netball. So but same with basketball. I suppose they've got effectively rolling subs.
Yeah, well, I guess people quite like seeing open games, don't
Yeah.
they, where there's plenty of action and plenty happening. But I guess with netball, it's so fast-paced, and that's it. Here's a good bit of work from that is Gaffer, isn't it?
That is indeed. That was brilliant. She gets it now right on the goal circle, feeds it into Tash.
Shuffle.
Robinson couldn't pull it in.
Millsy shuffle.
Tried the shuffle, it didn't work. So, and the ball now with the Bull Sharks. We got 3:48 to play in this game.
A bit of space here for Oxenford.
Oxenford doesn't know who to throw it to. Has to go right across.
Oh,
No,
that
hell
was
ball,
held,
a bit
yeah.
too long.
I saw the whistle moving to the umpire's mouth. I knew that she was cutting it fine.
A little too fine. Back with the Tigers. They lead by 26. So this quarter nearly done for them. That'll give them the full 18. Robinson fires it across.
Nice past that. Good vision over on the far side of the goal. What about that pass? I'm not even convinced that was meant for Robinson.
Somerville thought it was for her. She looked at Gaffer going, why did you throw that? And it lands straight in the hands of Tash Robinson, who makes no mistake on the goal.
I think benefit of the doubt there. I reckon Gaffer knew exactly what she was doing.
So
There's
great
that
wing
little
attack.
flick pass out from Somerville. What about that? Dropped it behind her, advanced a couple of steps, and then back in for an easy shot.
She's all class, keeps the margin at 26. We're inside the last 3. Don't forget, tomorrow, it's the big one. It is the QSQ Jets taking on the Wildcats. We're on air.
The Tigers are just getting better here, by the way, Millsy. So.
They are indeed, as they throw it away.
Yeah, that was good. Keep going with what you were saying, sorry.
So we're on air at 5 to 3 tomorrow. Myself and Lucy Benjamin, a former Jet, will be back. Oh, that one goes to the cameraman. So
Called for it.
maybe he did. He's right, very close there on the side.
Yes, he should be getting some good snaps.
He would be. She's got a telephoto lens.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
that close, he
Could
probably
also-
doesn't need it.
He could be taking photos of the moon from that same position.
Exactly. You'll be able to see the hair turning grey. That's how close he is. So.
Who's he shooting you?
Ouch. Yes. Pick on the old guy. So Somerville with it.
Someone's got it.
She'll get a shot here. They're pushing in on 60. That's number 58, 2 to play. It's 58-31. Last time these two teams met, it was a close tussle. It was 42 to the Bull Sharks, 37 to the Tigers. And there is Tash Robinson. We got some fans. The Rosanoff family likes Tash.
Yes.
So, unless they're trying to say Tash to us, but we've been told it is Tash.
Have we?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
So,
Good. I was just saying that because you said it.
yeah. So, Maybe they're trying to tell me it's supposed to be Tash, but the girl herself told me it was Tash, so I'll go with Tash.
Okay.
So
It's sort of like a tomato situation anyway, really.
does anyone actually say tomato?
No,
I've never heard anyone say that.
definitely not.
Like potato. I've never heard anyone say potato.
People do say, well, Nelly Potato, maybe.
Oh, stop that. We haven't talked about music today.
I've waited for 4 quarters to get a pun in, though. I just
Well done.
had to come
Well played, sir.
at some stage.
So, Gray with it, fires it into Somerville. She shoots. That's number 60. So they need 4 more to be 2-1. They probably won't get that inside the last minute. So I hope you got your thinking cap on, buddy. I'm going to ask you who you think's the best on both teams.
That's all right. You always do.
We have, just for the people at home, we don't have anything to do with the official player of the match.
No. It's completely.
We just our opinion.
That's right. It's completely made up.
So we just see what we see. So Oxenford, she's got better as the game's gone on, obviously getting her court sense back. And, a missed shot there from Mackenzie Jordan, but somehow Sandholt keeps it in. Fires it at Jordan.
Thrown incredibly
She
hard.
cracked it into her. Jordan, no wonder she couldn't handle that one. But nice rotation here between the two of them. Jordan will get a chance again.
Pretty good defence, isn't it, by the Tigers?
That's Rosanoff, and she gets another one.
Just kept him so far away, made that shot so much harder.
So
I think
they go
only
long,
got 4.
long.
No.
And Gilbert takes it. And in frustration, she throws it away. The game's come to a halt. So there it is, 60-32, a comprehensive win to the Tigers. They came out of the box fast. They led 13-2. They had to call a timeout, the Bull Sharks, in the first quarter, something we don't see a lot of. But it had no real effort on the Tigers at all. They continued all game, and they win it by 28 lethally.
Yeah, absolutely they do. And we saw some clinical performances. Very, very tough to try to, obviously lucky, as you said, that we're not picking the official player of the match, because that'll be a tough one. Plenty of Tigers out there that were very impressive. I know, obviously, I always feel like I'm quite biased towards, but Amy Somerville just impresses me every single time that I watch her. Some of the things that, as you mentioned, just everything seems like it's got a touch of class sprinkled on it. That's for sure. I thought the Gaffer was really impressive as well, whether she sort of played in the wing attack position or at centre as well. Just always gave them some drive on the rebound there. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm an Ali McLeod fan, and she didn't disappoint today. She was pretty solid. Shelley Rosanoff was on and off, and she was real good. You can see the Tigers there. They are stoked about this win. They're in nice and tight if you look on your screen now.
Absolutely.
And, of course, we can't forget Abigail Latu Meafau. Like, class act. We had 2 really classy shooters, and 3 if you count Tash Robinson, who didn't miss a beat when she came on.
She
So
just stepped right in
it's a
as
solid
well.
performance by the Tigers today. What about the Bond University Bull Sharks? The injury to Ava Black, like she wasn't her usual self. She was good, but not
She still
super
offers
good.
something.
Yeah,
doesn't
she
a bit
did.
caught there.
And maybe the effects
Sandholt
of
was
Ridley
impressive.
hurting herself
Yeah, that
with the
was-
knee. Maybe that's still filtering through the team, you think?
Yeah, well, I know that there were definitely some pretty emotional girls on that side, certainly across social media and stuff this week. It's a horrible injury.
Yeah.
There's no question about that. It definitely takes a toll on not just that individual player, but on the overall team, especially when such an integral part of that side too, I guess. So I think they'll bounce back though. There's plenty of class in that team.
So game 3 of Super Saturday comes to an end here at Nissan Arena. We've had wins to the QUT side, wins to the Cougar side, and that one, the Tigers took care of the Bull Sharks quite comprehensively, 60-32 in what could be described as a very comprehensive win. Don't forget, tomorrow we're back 3 p.m. just before 3 p.m. 5 to 3 we go on air. We're taking on the USQ Jets and the Wildcats. That is 2nd versus 6th, I think, on the ladder. That should be a pretty good game. Wildcats desperate for a win. Jets high flying. I had to throw that in, and they are not missing a beat at the moment. So 5 to 3 tomorrow. We are back on air. It'll be myself and Lucy Benjamin. You've called for her. We've listened, and she's back. Don't forget, heartssapphireseries.com.au for all the news, views and interviews, and you can watch these games back anytime you want. If you need tickets to the game tomorrow, go to sapphireseries.com.au, and remember, we are a cashless venue, so be mindful of that. Now, last thing to do, we've got to thank the sponsors.
Yeah,
we
you want me to
really
do
do.
some thank yous?
Well, yeah, thank the sponsors, mate.
Yeah,
Without them, we wouldn't be here.
No, we wouldn't at all. And so those sponsors, as a principal sponsor, is Heart Sports. We've got major partners that are Legassic Jewelers, Mizuno, Mount Franklin, and Powerade. And then our official partners are Bondi Vite and Strap It. And as you said, it would be very, very tough to get the show on the road without the support of those sponsors.
And, of course, our broadcaster, Gina, and the team at Double Take Sports. There they are. Gina, Zoe, and of course Caitlin. They've done a great job. They brought you all the pictures as they do each week, and we thank them for that. That wraps it up for me, my friend. Thank you for joining me in the box.
Oh, thank you for having me. It was outstanding, educational as always, and a great game of netball to call with you.
Excellent. It's bye for now, and as always, people, be brilliant.